So Rob, I'm so excited that I met you because MobileHelp is a company I wasn't aware of, but your devices are absolutely amazing. And I have to thank you. So my mother has one of these, believe it or not, this is, remember those old devices where it was like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up? This is a piece of jewelry. My mother never would have worn something like this. Now she will wear something like this. How did you come, like, tell me a little bit about the technology behind this.
Yeah, so emergency response has been around for a really long time. And for a long time, it was just the same thing. It was an ugly button with a box that plugged into your phone line. And 10 years ago, MobileHelp introduced mobility. So we took the same kind of capability of getting help when and where you need it outside of the home. More recently, we've started to change the form factor of the devices so they look like jewelry or a wearable or something that an older adult might actually care to wear.
Yeah.
Because adoption is actually a really big problem. People don't want to be the person at the bottom of the steps with the walker.
Exactly. But you know what? It's not just for seniors, right? I mean, you're wearing it, I'm wearing it. It really is for anybody just to feel that comfort even when you're outside of the house, right?
Yeah, if you have an active lifestyle, like I'm a runner, and before we launched our MobileHelp Smart, which is in the form of a wearable, I was out running one day in South Florida. It was 100 degrees. I was dehydrated, didn't know it. And my heart started to race and act very weird. It was clearly not right. I happened to run into somebody on the street who had a cell phone and was able to call help, so an ambulance could come and help me out. But had that person not been there, it could have easily gotten much worse.
Right.
So now with the Smart, I could just press the button and been talking to an operator directly. They would have known who I am, where I'm at, and even if I wouldn't have been able to talk, they could have dispatched help to my location.
Right, and what I like though also is you have smart devices in the home, like what Lifepod? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Lifepod is a company who's taking smart speaker technology to another level. And they've introduced a concept of a virtual caregiver through that smart speaker. So the caregivers can actually develop a routine with the end user where the smart speaker actually starts an interaction and micro dialogue with them. So imagine out of the blue, Lifepod starts talking to you and asking you, how are you feeling today? And it's recording the information that you're telling it, and trending it, making sure that if the answers are not the right answers, that somebody's notified and can step in and take action. But for people who are living alone and having problems with social isolation, the pilots that we've done are phenomenal. People actually love the interaction.
I believe it. So it's no longer me being that nagging daughter saying, hey mom, did you take your medicine or something? I mean, it's actually somebody doing it for me.
Absolutely.
And it is. It's stopping that social isolation. I love that idea. But then also MobileHelp Touch. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so MobileHelp Touch, which is behind us, acting as a picture display right now, is also a full-featured medical alarm. So you press one of the buttons, or if you pressed your Trellaware button, it would get help. An emergency operator could assess the situation. But on top of that, it's also able to collect vital signs data, weight, blood pressure, pulse ox, blood glucose. So if you're managing a chronic condition, you can trend your data over time. The data can actually be pushed to a medical caregiver who can also monitor that, set up alarms and events based on certain triggers. And if you wanted to have a remote doctor visit, right on the device, you could use our Amwell application and speak to a doctor directly on the device.
So it's almost three things, right? I'm monitoring everything, my caregiver knows what's going on, and I can get to a doctor if I need to.
All in one simple to use solution.
That's actually amazing because like my aunt, for example, hates doctors. She won't go. So, I mean, literally will not go to the doctor. So if she could do this at home, at least then I can see, okay, something's going on, her blood pressure went up, and then I can manage that situation.
Absolutely, and for a simple doctor visit, why not do it at home, right? Why go to a place with lots of germs and the propensity to actually get more sick?
And sit there for an hour.
Yeah, when you can handle it directly on that unit in still a reasonably personal way.
Now, talk to me about affordability.
So one of the keys to adoption is to make sure that it's affordable.
Right.
So all of the solutions that we're talking about are not expensive. You don't have to buy equipment. They're monthly recurring subscriptions. And depending on what kind of services you get, the prices can range anywhere from as low as $20 a month to $40 or $50 a month, depending on the solution.
So I could get $20 a month, and I could have a piece of jewelry that I buy as well, and that would go together.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Now, where can I go for more information? Because I'll never remember all of this.
Yeah, so for more information, you can go to mobilehelp.com/safety tips, and we'll have lots of information on these devices for you.
Thanks so much, Rob. Mobile Help.
Thank you.